In our first reading, we hear that the Israelites have their patience worn out by the journey. I don't blame them. They've been wandering around the desert for a long time. And it kind of reminds me of how easy it is for us to get worn out by the spiritual life. Maybe we're experiencing that this Lent. We think, gosh, I'm not where I wanted to be this Lent. Or, gosh, I'm just not where I wanted to be, or I'm not in heaven yet, and we're yearning for that. Well, in this sort of are we there yet childlike moment, we hear that in their grumbling, there are sent among the Israelite people snakes, serpents, that bite the people and actually kill some of them. And so Moses is commanded by God to put one of these snakes on a pole, which seems an odd thing to do. And he's told that anyone who looks at the snake will be saved. Anyone who looks at the serpent mounted on the pole will be saved. Now, the snake represents our sin and those times in which we grumble against God or turn away from God. But it can also mean, in a more general sense, all the different difficulties of life that we face, not just sin. And we're invited in this story to see that when we are attacked by sin or difficulties of life, where do we look? We know that the snake points the way to Jesus. In fact, this first reading is also the same reading that we hear for the Feast of the Exaltation of the Cross. And Nicodemus is told by Jesus in John 3, which we heard 2 Sundays ago. Jesus says, "Just as the serpent was lifted up in the desert, so must the Son of Man be lifted up." And so too for us, the snake points the way to Christ. Christ who is not sin, but who took on sin for us on the cross, who is lifted up on the cross. And we are called to look to Him on the cross and be saved. So today, as we encounter the weariness that comes with living out the journey of faith, or we may experience different snakes that nip at our heels, may we look to the cross. May we look to the cross and see the one who has been lifted up for us, the one who can save us, and the only one who can heal us.